to make sure that at the end of the day, like what the other shareholders, Baba mentioned that yes, we've been paying dividend, because if you look at our dividend last year was almost 50% more. So by the grace of God, we'll try and get out of the mess. The biggest mess created was actually the devaluation of the Naira from 460 to 1,400. And you can see almost 97% of the companies in especially in food and beverages businesses, none of them will pay dividend this year for sure. But we will try and get out of it as soon as possible. So, and that relates to the next question, which by the grace of God, we want to see that at the end of the day, no matter how small, we'll be able to pay some dividend, especially if there is a rebound of the Naira.
767 manufacturing companies shut down in Nigeria, 350 billion goods unsold in 2023, immediately Tinubu assumed office as president. This is the report from Naira Matrix. You've just heard from Aliko Dangote when he was speaking at the 18th annual general meeting of Dangote Sugar Refinery Company, when he said that the devaluation of Naira messed up the economy. The Manufacturing Association of Nigeria, MAN, has reported a concerning trend within the industry, revealing that about 767 manufacturing companies shut down operations, while 335 experienced distress in 2023. This development is attributed to various economic difficulties, including exchange rate volatility, rising inflation, and a general worsening of the investment climate. These adversities have taken a toll on the manufacturing sector, significantly impacting its performance and sustainability. MAN's revelation came alongside its criticism of the federal government's newly introduced Expatriates Employment Levy, EEL, which the association argues contradicts the objectives laid out in President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda and the core principle of the fiscal policy and tax reform initiative. Every first year of every government is supposed to be great. When Yar'Adua came in, Yar'Adua was doing marvelously well in his first year. When Goodluck Jonathan came in, he was doing absolutely fine in the first year. Even as bad as Buhari was, his first year, people were saying, oh, Buhari is too great. In fact, they were calling it Buhari's effect. Do you know why I'm so skeptical? Let me say I'm afraid of this administration is that their first year, they're supposed to show a force. They're supposed to show that enthusiasm and bring things that will change the economy. Maybe the second, third year, things will begin to get worse. But this is just the first year and everything is getting worse. I know that layman will not understand what is going on in the economic sector of Nigeria, which will determine whether the poor man will eat or not. Now, come to think of it again. When the campaign was going on, I was thinking of this yesterday. Kashim Shettima was talking that Tinubu is a city boy, that he changed Lagos, that he will fix Nigeria in few months. I said, if Kashim Shettima see this video now, I don't know, won't he be ashamed of himself? I think he should be ashamed of himself, because everything they said is opposite and contrary to what we are seeing today. Look at this video.
When Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the governor of Lagos State in 1999, there was only one ambulance in the service of the Lagos State government. Lagos was earning the princely sum of 700 million every month as our internally generated revenue. Now Lagos is earning 51 billion naira every month as its internally generated revenue. Lagos is the third largest economy in Africa, and the world is in transition. What is important for a Nigerian leader of the next dispensation must be a leader who has a mastery of financial management capabilities and someone who understands the Nigerian psychology, someone who appreciates and understands the complexity of the Nigerian nation. Here, you have a city boy who has transformed Lagos into a home for all. My brother seated here He calls Lagos home, not Auka. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has established an excellent track record of performance. He has mentored men and women who are excelling in different fields of human endeavor. And the world is changing. And the trajectory of global growth is facing Africa, and Nigeria will make or mar that transition. And as Chinua Achebe said, the problem of Nigeria is purely and essentially that of leadership. Once we get the leadership question right, everything will fall into place. In this age when others are talking of artificial intelligence, when others are talking of nanotechnology or biotechnology, we need a leader who has the skill set, who has the understanding of the global economy to shepherd us in this age. And if you get one, you are getting one for free. He's the city boy. I am the golden boy of Zenith. In Jim Obia's world, the sole barometer for assessing people is your level of competence and your input. In the history of Zenith Bank, no one, I dare say, apart from the legendary Adaura Umeji, no one grew faster in the history of Zenith than my humble self. I have mentored men who are excelling in different fields of human endeavor. As I said earlier, the world is watching at us. And the ultimate measure of a man, as Martin Luther King said, is not why he stands at times of comfort and convenience, but why he stands at times of challenges and difficulties. I urge my learned colleagues here, my learned friends here, to be rational, to be firm. You should have the boldness and the courage to make informed decisions, not emotional decisions. Here we are, on the threshold of making history. In the United Kingdom, Rishi Sunak, a young man of Indian descent, is about to become the Prime Minister of Britain. I urge you all to align yourself with the aspirations of the APC candidate, fundamentally because of his competence. He has an established track record of performance. Lagos is now a tourist destination of choice in the West African sub-region. Lagos produces 75% of the bad collections in this country. Lagos has the bosom, has the generosity of spirit to embrace all. And we are going to recreate the Lagos experience all over the country. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I urge you, I beseech you, I call on you to use your rational sense of judgment. Make informed judgment on who you are going to vote for in the next dispensation. It's absolutely essential that you vote for competence, for capacity, for a leader who can lead us to the promised land. It's absolutely essential. Yes, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the man to beat. Thank you so much, and may God bless us.